Took a heavy spill in behind the Toronto goal. Coming back down the ice, Saganuk, stopped by Barrett. Here's John Barrett, and they're going to whistle the play down, and Barrett is going to pick up a penalty. Now Osborne is going after Gavin, and Barrett came in and shoved Gavin away.
Now they're all in it. We may have a lot of penalties before this is over. This is what I thought would probably start in the first period. John Barrett is getting a fairly cheap penalty to start this thing. He's going for sure, and what's called after this, we'll have to wait and see.
I think it happened from the play in behind the Toronto bench. The Toronto goal, where McGill was sent heavily down. Jim Korn and Danny Gare doing a lot of shoving, and now Korn is really working on Gare, which size-wise is a mismatch. He's even pulled the helmet off of him. Jim Korn, number 20, who's a head taller. And I haven't seen Danny Gare in the time that he's played with Buffalo back up from anybody.
I would like to see Jim Korn go after John Barrett or someone. I would think more his size. Find out.
So we'll see what penalties referee Ron Wicks is going to call. The original minor was to be to John Barrett, but they'll be tossing a few of them in. Bob Sauvé looking on with great interest as we tell you the score is 1-0 Detroit. We'll be back in a moment.
This is a Little Caesars Pizza editorial.
At Little Caesars, we know that some of you are paying for one pizza and only getting one pizza. The sheer illogic of this baffles us. If you could buy two of anything for one price, you'd buy them. Of course you would. So if you're paying for one pizza and only getting one pizza, when Little Caesars gives you two for just one price, boy, is that strange.
This was a Pizza editorial. Reply time granted to responsible pizzas. Maybe.
Well, they're still grouped around waiting to find out just what all penalties are going to be called. It wasn't that much of a fight, a little bit of wrestling and pushing along the boards. John Barrett was called for a penalty for tripping just over the Detroit blue line. I see Osborne has gone in. Korn is in the penalty box.
It was Gavin that went after Osborne, and yet he has not picked up a penalty. Korn is the only Toronto player in the penalty box.
Toronto, by the looks of it, is going to have a man advantage.
Oh, here comes Gavin.
Well, now it's even Steven, Gavin and Korn, Osborne and Barrett.
Well, Billy Day pacing up and down behind the the Detroit bench, and there's Mike Nikolak in behind the Toronto bench trying to figure it all out. They've all got 2-minute penalties. Let's listen to them.
Barrett, 2 minutes for hooking. And number 23, Mark Osborne, 2 minutes for roughing. Toronto penalty to number 20, Jim Korn, 2 minutes for roughing. And number 17, Stewart Gavin, 2 minutes for roughing. Time 8:02.
So what the Maple Leafs managed to do is even up the penalties.
Right.
Remember that our second intermission, we go to the finals of the shootout competition with a trip to the Caribbean or whatever it is, to the winners of the shootout between Greg Jolly and Mark Osborne and the goaltenders, Gilbert and Mikola.